Bro, this is pretty late. Okay. Anyway, I was thinking of making another style for it, but this one it would kind of be like a I don't know, night version, I guess. Not like a day or night thing, but more of a medieval night, and not so medieval. Medieval. Okay, first of all, I need to find a night skin. Then I will cool up. I'll be watching YouTube in the background, by the way, just because why not? I felt like it. Whoa, I just got a notification from YouTube. I love my new phone case. Oh, whoa, YouTube notification. No way. Watch live now. I'm the brownie. What? Making another style for my MC skin. What? Okay, well, let's look for a night skin while I listen to Tommy. No, not Tommy in the ears. Tommy in the ears. No, it's RL Craft. I do not claim to own this. This background music. I just want to listen to it. Did someone say no? Oh, I'll do this one. Let's hope it's 3D. I should not just plugged. Yes, let's go. Okay, first of all, add a layer. Bye bye. Ooh. Oh yeah. Sorry. Gray. Let me check my brightness. Bruh. I'm gonna have to go back. Okay. Upload from computer. Recent. Okay, so if I go here, that is just 000. That is 494949. Okay, that's pretty easy. Now if I just go back, I'm gonna go edit. Damn it. Damn it, what the heck? Okay, so if I just do the head right now, should be too hard. Okay, so first of all, I'm just gonna get rid of all the green on the head. God damn it. Oh, are you kidding me? I just had to accidentally. Ooh, you can't say that, sir.
But during the nighttime, I just sort of gave up at some point, and I was just sort of killing monsters for XP. But while I was doing this, the bird of my dreams came to me. Right, a rock appeared out of nowhere, and I tamed him. I ran back, tamed him immediately. I decided to name this bird Stewart because he was a bitch. All right, he tried to escape. He tried to go into these caves for some reason. I kept like having to run after him, and it was just an annoying process. I had him in like sitting mode, but he just wouldn't. He just wouldn't work with me. But by day 17, Stewart had been secured in his prison. I mean, temporary home. And getting pearls is now like a top priority. I
This is
really
pretty
needed
cool.
them for the Soul Stone. So I attempted something a little bit risky, and I set my sights on the tower that John was guarding. But this guy was in my way, and I need to remove him. But after this how do you say it? Absolute clusterfuck disaster. I regrouped and I got some stuff, and I noticed that John was sleeping. So I devised a plan. This plan was gonna work. It was foolproof. There was no
Some
way that
pretty
it could
sad
fail
news right
at
now.
all.
I can't
I just sort
remember
of
what the
walked up to him.
color was for him. For him, the grayish color. That's it.
By day 18, I just wanted my gear back. I was delusional and I was desperate. And at this point, it wasn't even John stopping me. It was these firefuckers that just came after me nonstop. But I did manage to get some of my gear back, and I recovered. So after this incident, I went to try and recover some XP. I found a spider dungeon, so that was pretty cool, and I would use this later. But for right now, I just wanted to get some of my gear back, and I decided to just head back home. Or I did until I got taken out by this elite hit squad of skeletons, and I just stood no chance. I got annihilated. Day 19, I got my stuff back, but I was harassed by Barak. And let me say, I would give Stewart up in a heartbeat for one of these majestic beasts, man. A Marak in the late game made fighting dragons like 10 times easier, but all the time I'd wasted getting killed by John, I didn't have anything to tame him. You need emeralds for the treats that you have to give him, and none of the builders had any good trades. But on the bright side, I swiped some iron blocks that I spotted the night before I got dropped by the skeleton hit squad, and I also spotted this cool house I'd never seen before in the distance.
All of these Aussies use Skin Dot software to beat their acne, and so can you. It's easy. Jump online, tell us your
Google
skin
trying to
goals,
tell me
and
a,
an Australian doctor will
is
prescribe
Google
a
trying to tell me
treatment plan
something
just for
or
you. Software uses powerful prescription ingredients that are proven to work. To get serious about beating acne, visit Skin Dot software and get prescription treatment delivered.
bro? I wish I knew how to turn the sensitivity down on my mouse.
There are so many skewers to grow. How about we compare our power and are okay? The
Oh
weakest
my
one.
god, there's so many skewers to grow, bro.
The next day, I went to check out the building, and it was actually really cool. I found an insane amount of arrows, like holy shit. And this building was really nice, and location was
This
in a
dude's gonna
plains
kick me
biome,
off the map
which I didn't
slightly
have to
so
worry
many
about
times.
the trees spawning mobs. I decided to make this my house. It's common in our craft to take over buildings rather than make your own, just because it's not really worth the time. And I was ready to settle down. Day 21 was the big move. I put all my stuff in a
Don't know. I
backpack
don't know why
and
that mode
in a
is on.
chest. I picked up the
It's the
chest and I
paint
got on
mode,
Stewart.
so it like gives it texture and stuff. Yeah, no, I'll just keep it the way it was.
I set up a temporary storage room, and I actually found the third floor, and the enchanted books up there were pretty good. Not the best, but the best I've seen in this playthrough. And I went outside to move Stewart,
Bruh.
and my boy, he was gone. So I didn't realize at the time what had happened. I reloaded my game twice, and he was still gone. I'd lost my child in the mall, and I was absolutely delusional. My son was gone, and he wouldn't be the last. He was like a father to me. After I accepted the cruel reality, I went to another place, like my house, that I'd seen while I was moving. I got some more arrows, I got some decent books. But, fun fact, if you try to pick up your backpack with a chest piece on, it just crashes your game. I realized this after like three crashes, but while I was dealing with this, I was jumped by a super zombie that just came out of nowhere. But I ran like a bitch. And on my way home, I got mauled. Like I just got ripped apart, like zero earnings, just absolutely ripped to shreds. I just had no chance. I made my way back to the scene of the crime on day 23 and I recovered my gear. After these multiple L's that I'd taken, I just decided I needed some more XP.
Bro, this is gonna need a lot of fixing.
So I went to go tackle that spider dungeon that I'd seen a couple days before. And let me say, I was not prepared for this. Like, there were so many zombies. I just got overrun. And it was absolutely insane. Like, they just didn't stop. Like, I couldn't find the spawners. It was awful. But the XP just made me keep pushing forward. And eventually my sword broke. And I made the smart decision, decided to head home and recover. Day 24, I was back in the dungeon, but the rate of zombie spawning was not slowing down.
Why did I
In
do that?
Warcraft, spawners usually break after a certain amount of time, but they just weren't. And the amount of zombies and the special zombies and the greed for loot that I had just eventually overcame me, and I just got wiped again. But I didn't learn my lesson because when I got back, I immediately jumped back down and got swarmed again. Like I don't know.
I'm giving up on that idea. On the stream too. I give up.